Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we'll quickly walk through the Ultegra R8000 Di2 electronic shifting group set upgrade, some of the tips, some of the issues faced, and what's good, what's bad about it. And the bike you see at the back is the Allez Sprint 2022. So this bike came with the 105 R7000 group set, mechanical shifting, hydraulic brakes. However, I rode it for around 1500 kilometer, and I always was looking to upgrade to electronic one. However, the hassle of doing the installation myself, including those junction boxes and all those stuff, I really didn't feel the necessity to go to electronic shifting. I wanted it to be completely wireless, but Shimano for some reason had those wires going into the front shifters. The rear delay I understand from the battery, but I was about to go to SRAM and upgrade it, but the price wise also SRAM was a bit expensive, and I already have a couple of bikes with the Shimano parts, especially the hydraulic fluids. Everything would go to waste if I upgrade it to SRAM. So it's like being in the Apple ecosystem and not being able to move to Android. It's kind of the same situation for me. So what I decided was let me give it a shot for the Ultegra R8000 Di2 and see how it feels. The experience so far has been very nice. I have done already a couple of videos, and I have created a playlist. I'll just link it over here so that you can have a look. So this video majorly I created for some of you who are planning to upgrade, how the Di2 wiring actually goes inside the frame, how it needs to be set up, and some tips along the way on how you can plan your upgrade. I actually had done a complete footage of the build, but it was all in my Google Drive, and accidentally I deleted it. There is no backup and I lost it. So I kind of thought creating this video at least so that there are some snippets which recording are available, but I haven't got the full recording. So hopefully this helps. I will start off with a kind of a B-roll to see how the bike looks, followed by the wiring, how it's done, and some of the rubber grommets, what you can install. Some of the other reviews are already there with the ride experience and all. Still, I've already ridden about 150 kilometer and it's been amazing. There is no issue. The shifting has been precise. So hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video. Cheers. So let's look at the cabling now. So if you see here, so this is the user manual from Allez Sprint 2022, and you can see that there are 4 cables coming through the frame, through the headset. 2 are shifter cables, the end cables are shifter cables, and the red and the blue usually are hydraulic ones. So what I noticed was going to electronic shifting. That's also one of the reasons I wanted to go there. I wanted to be away with these cables, especially at the front end. I wanted a clean look. Not that it makes the bike aero or something, but I just want the bike to look clean, and these cables were not helping me. So I thought of going to SRAM. I did look at all the electronic shifting they had. It it was a breeze to install, but I just had lot of Shimano products with me. If you see the box at the end, there are a lot of Shimano products there, and my bikes, most of them are Shimano. So if you go to SRAM, you just need to be aware that you need to change. The cable type changes, I guess. The olives, the head for the hydraulic wires, hydraulic brake hoses will change, and the fluid will change, and you may have to replace your wheel hub as well to SRAM compatible one. So all those pain made me not to go to SRAM. And also I've been hearing that there were some chain drops or something which used to happen often. And also one main consideration for me to go with the Shimano was also that I usually use 172.5 and 5236. I'm used to that kind of chain ring, which SRAM doesn't have. And I was just worried that it would kind of ruin my cadence, and I just didn't feel comfortable going to it. So what I thought was, let me stick with Shimano. They have the crankset length I need. They have the chain ring length I need, ratio I need, 52-36. They have the cassette I need. So I thought, let me go there, and I didn't have to change any hubs. The braking hydraulic, the previous hydraulic cables also I can use on this, which was awesome to have, because you don't have to change anything. I just put in the previous cables onto this. So if you see here, the previous hoses were already there. So I just put the same hoses onto the new STI levers of the Di2, which was awesome. So coming back to this, I think this is a nice thing that Specialized have given. Nice representation, I should say. You can see the hydraulic cables here. And on the previous Di2, I didn't want to go to electronic shifting before. The main reason was, again, it didn't reduce the cabling that we needed. We still had to route the cables through headset, which I was not happy with. It had those junction boxes and all. I was like, this is too much of a fuss to install electronic shifting. So that's the main reason I wanted to go to SRAM. But once I saw the new Di2 without those additional cables which we need to run to the front levers, I was very happy. It's still a pain to install in a way, but it's a one-time installation. So the advantage you get after the installation are too much to consider compared to SRAM. So if you see here, it makes a clean look for the bike, and I couldn't be more happier. So let me show you the mechanical cabling, how it was set up before. So it will give you an idea on how things were. So if you see here, of course, the hydraulic hoses were there, and one cable used to run to the mechanical rear derailleur, and you have a bottom bracket, and they call it the churro. So basically we had like a mechanical or steel kind of a material here, which used to kind of help route the cable under the bottom bracket. Kind of increases weight, I should say, but not too much. So it had all those. So if you see these cables here, right, so many of these, 3 of the cables had to run through the or under the bottom bracket, which was good, but if for maintenance perspective, it was not so ideal to have those things there. Of course, the front derailleur is there, and the noodle you can see here, this kind of a metallic noodle they have under this to make the wiring go to the front derailleur. This purely for mechanical shifting, and you can see the 4 cables popping out of the compression sleeve. So one thing electronic shifting has helped is to avoid all this faffing kind of a thing. So you don't have to run 4 cables inside, kind of like a 3 cables inside the frame. You can get away with those things, and it's easier to maintain, I would say. So yeah, now I'll move on to the electronic shifting cabling. So this is the new electronic shifting. So this is the previous Di2 version, by the way. The manual is still not updated from Specialized for the new Di2 wiring. So if you see here, previously this still exists. So basically these rubber things you need to put on your Di2. However, the previous battery and the new battery terminals are also different. Previous, I think, had a 4 terminal. Now it's a 3 terminal battery. So make sure you buy the right rubber for the battery holder. You can say battery holder rubber. So whenever you're trying to buy a battery holder rubber, this is for your self installation. This is not to go to the Specialized dealer. I mean, if the dealer itself is installing these things, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you are doing a self installation, just make sure when you order these things, ask specifically for the new 3 terminal battery holder rather than the 4 terminal one. So if you see here, previously we had this call it the stupid junction box and all this stuff, which, I mean, for electronic shifting, it was too much of a hassle before, and I didn't make me go for electronic shifting before. This was the main reason. Also, I felt if I have to do so many things for electronic shifting, I'd rather not do it. But coming to the new thing, so I'll just see how many wires have reduced. So these 2 junction box did not exist, and you just need to have 2 cables running from your battery now. One which goes directly to your rear derailleur, and the second one which goes to your front derailleur. So only 2 cables, and the front levers are completely wireless, which is beautiful to know. And lots of cables have reduced. So all these cables which you see here need not be there, junction box, all those things. And also during the installation itself, what I would recommend is getting these rubber grommets you see here. So you get the Di2 rubber grommets which you put on the frame. I'll put on a video now showing you how I did that installation of the rubber grommets. It's good to have those so that the water ingress can be reduced. So if you see here, usually you have for the front brakes, right? The similar ones you will have for for the front derailleur on the frame, you will have these rubber grommet here. And for the rear derailleur, you'll find some of these rubber grommets here. What I also did was I put some kind of rubber grommets to block the holes which were on the front, because you don't have the front shifter cables anymore. So I used those rubber grommets to plug those holes. I'll put a small video on the left or the right here to show what I did, so that you can take that. It's easily available in any online website, so that you can go and buy it there.